Aloha everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hiram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hiram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every week. So I don't know why the titles of my videos always have to be so problematic. I think people think it's for views. I mostly think it's just because
I'm a black sheep.
And I have no bullshit opinions. Come to think of it, I have very strong opinions that I like sharing way too much. Thank God for YouTube. And thank God that you guys actually like to listen to them. I still don't understand that. But for Hiram's unpopular opinion of the day, I'm going to be talking about why I don't like buying drugstore skincare. It's just so peasant class, I can't bother. I'm totally joking, I am cheap as fuck. There's a couple of reasons why I don't like buying drugstore skincare, and the reason why I want to create this video is because my #1 most requested video across my channel of all time is to review drugstore skincare. I know the skincare that I like to review on my channel is a little bit pricey, a little expensive, and I know I don't oftentimes use drugstore skincare items, but there's a reason for that, and I'm going to go into why. So let's get into it. Right away, I just want to make some disclaimers because I know some of y'all are going to be really mad at the title of this video. So let me just first say, I am in no way saying that there isn't amazing drugstore skincare out there. Absolutely. And I even use some products and I'm planning to use a lot more. This is just the first of many videos where I'm going to be talking about or using drugstore skincare. You guys get ready because I have a ton prepared for you to watch. And this is honestly just my opinion. And I hate that everyone says this, but honestly, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has them. It doesn't mean that you have to show yours off to the world, but here I am doing it anyway, so fuck me. And I also want to say I am cheap as shit. Like, I am such a penny pincher when it comes to buying anything, and honestly a lot of the skincare I buy I view as an investment for my YouTube channel. And because I'm making this video, I am not saying that drugstore skincare is cheap and I don't like to buy it because I'm above that or any of that bullshit, because that is just honestly ridiculous and so against the type of person I am. So I just want to get that out of the way before I start on the video. So the first reason why I don't like buying drugstore skincare is honestly, guys, because they don't have testers. The drugstore skincare I'm specifically talking about is skincare that you can find at Target, Walmart, or Long's Drugs. I don't know if Long's Drugs is in the mainland. Maybe that's just a Hawaii thing, but it's just stuff that you find at just general drugstores, medicine stores, I don't know, grocery stores, that kind of stuff, you know? You feel me? And a lot of time these products will be on display, but they don't have any testers in front of them, and it drives me crazy because I'm not able to tell whether I like the consistency of the product, how it feels on my skin, if it's something that I'm even going to remotely like. Because coming from experience, I've seen some products to where I see it released online, I'm like, oh my gosh, that product looks incredible, it's going to be perfect for my skin, and then when I actually get in store and I use it on my hand, I'm like, whoa, okay sis, this is not for my skin, definitely not what I thought it was going to be, I'm going to pass. And while yes, Sephora and other stores like that are pretty expensive, one of the redeeming qualities for me is that they have testers available for you to be able to try it and use it. And not being able to just try it on your hand or on your face right there is definitely a huge hindrance for me, because I don't want to have to buy a product without knowing exactly what it feels like. That's just a big risk for me and my wallet. And this also leads me into the second reason, which is not being able to get samples of products. As you guys have probably seen in my videos, I am a sample whore. Like, I'm always recommending that you guys go and get samples of products because it's just the best way to tell, first off, if you're going to have a sensitive reaction to a product, and second off, if you're going to actually like the results that you see within your skin. I think getting samples of products is an amazing way of ensuring that you're getting the best skincare possible, because it's really not good for you to buy a product, try it out, figure out you don't like it, and return it. And that's kind of the mentality that drugstore lines focus on. Here's a big problem with that. If you return it and it's already used, they're just going to throw it away, which is a massive amount of waste. And in addition to that, if you don't return it and you don't like it, you're probably going to throw it away, which is just as much waste. Not only is that wasteful for your wallet, it's also horrific for the planet and just really not a good way to go about trying out skincare, which is the reason I love samples so much, because you're able to try it out for a few days to a week without having to use any of the big packaging or go through the inconvenience of purchasing the product and returning the product. You're just able to try it. If you love it, you'll buy it. If you don't, Oh well. And this is only limited to Sephora. I know so many online brands where I purchase from them, and every single time I get an order, I get little sample packets, which I love using because it just gives me a good feel for the product. In my opinion, this strategy is so much better, and personally, I would much rather spend $30 on a product that I have tried for a week beforehand, making sure that it works for my skin, than spend $10 on a product that I have no idea what it feels like. I don't know what it's going to do for my skin. I don't know if I'm going to have a sensitive reaction. It's about security, and I find a lot more security in being able to try a product beforehand rather than completely trusting the packaging alone. If you guys know any drugstores that do happen to have testers available, please let me know. I know Walgreens does for some of their products, but I also know that they don't give samples, so I'm really trying to find a good drugstore that offers that because I'm struggling when it comes to buying drugstore skincare. And finally, my last point is the price point. Now, it's well known that drugstore skincare happens to be more affordable for people. That's why it's so readily available to everyone at the drugstore. However, I do not think that drugstore skincare is as competitively priced as we think, and here's the reason why. Some drugstore skincare like CeraVe, Clean and Clear, different things like that happen to be very affordable, where the products range from about $5 to $10, maybe $12 in price points. But there's some other brands at the drugstore that are very expensive. Like, I'm talking really expensive. This includes like La Roche-Posay, L'Oreal Paris, some Neutrogena, Burt's Bees, Pixie, Soap and Glory, and other brands like that. In general, the majority of these brands happen to have price points in between $20 to $40, which honestly is not cheap. Some of these products, like for example from La Roche-Posay, I have seen upwards of $70 for a product. Without a tester in front of it, you not being able to try it at all, you having to completely trust in the product packaging, not knowing if it's actually going to work for your skin. You can find a lot of products at Sephora and Ulta Beauty that are priced at that same price point, where you're able to try out a tester and see if it really works for your face. You are not able to do that at drugstores. And in my opinion, that inconvenience makes the price point so much worse, because if I'm going to spend $40 on a single skincare product, I do not want to have to trust the packaging alone or the description alone in order to guarantee that it's going to work for my skin. It could totally not work for my skin at all, and then we run into the problem of waste of having to return it or just throw it away. Similarly to what I said before, I would much rather try a sample from Sephora for a higher price point brand to be able to see if it works for my face than having to trust the shelf and packaging alone when it comes to spending that level of money. Now, obviously, not all drugstore skincare is priced at that price point, but even when I look through my comments at people requesting me to review certain items, La Roche-Posay comes up a lot, and I'm like, girl, she ain't cheap. She expensive. I don't want to do that. But I will be reviewing them because I love you guys and so many of you guys have requested it. But in general, when it just comes to consumerism overall, I don't feel like the majority of consumers would be okay trusting their skin concerns with a product that they're not even able to feel on their hand beforehand. I'm trying to convey it in a way that's pretty respectful because don't get me wrong, I think drugstore skincare formulations are incredible. So many drugstore brands have skincare figured out so much more than even luxury price point brands, which I really respect. However, the way they go about you being able to try the products is so irresponsible and just not secure enough for me to be able to trust my money in the hands of those companies. Whew. Okay, I think that's enough drama for one video. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I really want to hear your thoughts. If you are worried that I'm not going to be reviewing any drugstore products on this channel, bitch, you are wrong. Because I have so many videos coming up where I'm going to be reviewing all types of drugstore brands, seeing how they work, and giving my final thoughts to all of you guys. And I'm super excited for it. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.